crime-proofing your home. You might think about a home alarm system or leaving the lights on, right? In today's Good Day Guide to keeping your family safe and secure, we have some new ways to look at the message your home is sending to criminals. Let's start outside, where something as simple as your shrubs can help get a thief to cross you off his list. They should be long and prickly enough to help deter a thief, but short enough that he can't hide behind them. Deadbolts are usually the safest type of lock, but did you know that most strike plates are secured with 1-inch screws? A 3-inch screw, if you replace these, will make your door much harder to break through. Any alarm, even if it doesn't contact your local police, can help deter a thief if it's loud enough. You can even buy alarms as low as $10 for your windows. The point is to get attention. Leaving lights on makes people think someone's home, right? Not necessarily. If a thief is casing your house, he'll notice the same lights are always on. So try timers on your TV or different lamps. And thanks to Good Housekeeping for some of those tips. What are some of the other things you can do to protect your home? Well, right now we have Deputy Gordon Neuenfeldt here from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office to answer some of those questions. And thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Let's start with something that's obviously in the news now, and that's child safety. We had this girl taken from her home in Aurora yesterday. So what do you recommend for parents? What would you like them to know today?
Well, what occurred here was the opportunity for the crime to be committed. We talk about the crime triangle, which is the desire, the ability, and the opportunity for it to take place. So if we can mitigate the opportunity, which is really the only one we can mitigate, we can't take away someone's ability or someone's desire, but we can reduce the opportunity for those crimes to occur. And that's why I brought along a few things to help with the home.
Okay, so let's go ahead and show some of these.
Sure.
What are some of the things we can do to take away that opportunity, as you mentioned?
Well, for a rear sliding patio door, that is notoriously inefficient locking mechanism. So what we have is what's nicknamed a Charlie bar. This fits on the inside. It bolsters against the back of the wall where the door starts, and this attaches onto the actual sliding part of the door to reinforce that door. You mentioned about the locking mechanisms on the front door. These are actually out of my own house. So you see that when you change out your locks, that is about as big as it is for the screws that go into the strike plate for the doorknob. This is about as big as it is that goes into the strike plate for the deadbolt. This is what I changed it out with. This is a 3.5-inch long screw. Now what that does is that makes it go from, instead of just into the door frame itself, through the door frame, through the airspace that the door is shimmed with, and into the 2x4, thereby making it a harder target to break into. Similar with the strike plate. You mentioned about most strike plates only have about this much. They've only got a couple of screws holding them. So this is a multi-screw strike plate, just making it tougher for a forced entry to occur. We also have lighting. You mentioned about lights on timers, which I'm a huge proponent of. This is very simple. It's $5 at any hardware store, and this is an on at dusk, off at dawn lighting system. It costs pennies a night. It lights up the night.
Deputy, those are great ideas, and all of those things. When a thief says these people are prepared, that's probably the best way to avoid an intrusion. Thank you for being here. We appreciate
Thanks for having me.
All of that help. And we also have more for you. We want to talk to you about paying bills on your smartphone and keeping safe that way. That's coming up tomorrow in our Safe and Secure series. And we